Welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora, and I'm very happy to be spending some time with you today. It is Sunday, and the last couple weeks, the last episodes, I interviewed heart-driven men who are very inspiring and motivational, and they share their story and give us hope on how we can find our purpose and our power one day, even if we don't really see it right now. It is possible. And I'm very proud and happy to be meeting with those people who fearlessly and fiercely follow their passion and what is true to themselves, and always in mind to serve other people and support other people. I find it incredibly inspiring and awesome to know that there's so many people out there who are on this path already, and there will be more and more in the future. Today I felt the need to talk about the feminine again. I want to make space for the feminine. Too many of us are at war with the feminine. The feminine is too loud, too wild, untamable, unpredictable. The feminine can destroy, manipulate, hurt, and is a very powerful energy to be in. And when the feminine was hurt in the past and has not healed, then it exhibits very toxic behavior. And we have to be aware of this in order to heal, in order to understand why some of our relationships failed, because it is not always the other person's fault that a fallout has happened. The feminine can nurture and create and give birth. The feminine is the source of all creativity. And I feel at the moment the feminine has not much space in our society. It doesn't really fit in. It is not convenient for us women to be on our period and our body telling us that we want to rest and recharge. No, we push through. We keep competing with men. We keep being ego-driven and trying to prove to the world that we can be so strong and not distracted by anything. And I feel a lot of women live in that reactive state. We are reacting to past disappointment and hurts. And it is not serving us. It is certainly not serving society and men who want to connect with us. But most importantly, it is not serving ourselves. We have to learn to embrace our femininity again. And same goes for men. You know, we talk a lot about how we all have to be more vulnerable and show feelings and everything, and kind of getting a little bit tired of that word vulnerable, because it is true. We have to get back to our feelings and emotions again. But I'd like to talk more about fierce compassion and fierce self-compassion, especially. We have to take our body serious, the signals that it sends us when we feel tired, when we feel we need to rest. We have to take it serious. And if we are too tired too often, then we have to be little detectives, and we have to find out what the cause is, instead of just throwing medication and pills at it and hoping that it will pass. You know, the feminine is very connected and intuitive to the body and to nature. And I feel we have to learn to reconnect to our body, to listen to our body more attentively again, and to connect with nature again. People are so intimidated and fear-driven by the news, the media, and especially social media. We're like paralyzed little bunnies in front of screens, reacting to everything, having to have an opinion to everything, wanting to do our research and being right, and ego-driven. And it is not serving us. It tires us out. It drains us. It doesn't make us sleep safe and sound at night. We push Red Bull and coffee down our throat in order to be functioning in society because we're just too tired, and then we're over caffeinated and try to pursue goals that are not really awesome to pursue. So we have to come back. We have to come back to silence. We have to come back to a very soft and quiet way of living, a way of living where we are selective of what goes in and out of our body. And I'm not talking only about water and food. I'm talking about all the content that we are consuming. Is it serving us, what we consume on a daily basis? Or are we just watching it, listening to it, because we're waiting for the next argument to have, to be right, and to have an opinion when another person raises a concern or asks a question? I feel we're shooting at each other with answers and opinions, and everybody wants to be right, everybody wants to have certainty. But the feminine is not scared of uncertainty. The feminine embraces uncertainty because she's very unpredictable herself. She's very confident with her mood swings, and she's okay when things change. It is the masculine that is kind of like a container and that gives structure, and that is very extremely important too. We need structure in life. We need law and order. But what I want to say here tonight is that we need both. We need the wild, untamable, fearless people out there who express themselves, who express their creativity, who are not in reactivity all the time, but who dig deep inside of themselves and let that creativity out, that is serving people, that is healing people, that is making this planet a better world. The feminine. I was at war with my feminine for so long. I hated her unpredictability. I hated her loudness, her quietness, her mood swings, her madness, until I started embracing her and healing the parts that got hurt along the way by men, by women. And now I'm more and more myself. I'm more and more fiercely compassionate with myself. And I'm inviting you to do the same. I'm inviting you to come onto this journey with me and to undig your feminine creative side. And I think and I hope and I know you understand me right. This is not a message to women only. This is a message to men. When you look at Keith Richards, when you look at the Rolling Stones, when you look at all the masculine artists out there who are successful, they are able to tap into their femininity and into their masculinity whenever they wish to. And you can do the same. You can start from today on to embrace your creative side, to embrace your expression of self without fear of rejection. Because you're going to reject the people that are not meant to be in your life anyways. And you're going to attract the people who are meant to be in your life and who will support your mission and who will lift you up, and you will do the same for them. Thank you for listening to this episode. Very passionate, very mad, very feminine. Feminine is not about not being able to throw a ball or to cry in a corner when something doesn't go our way, right? We all have very set visions on what femininity looks like. All I can say is feminine is wild, is mad, is creative, is giving birth, is destroying when things are meant to be destroyed. But she's never resentful. She's never hurting people in order to feel power. She's never making people feel inferior. That is the toxic femininity that we have to slowly become aware of and call people out on in order for us to heal, in order for us to become more resilient and stronger as a society. I will be out there very soon again. Thanks for listening.